Hello everyone. Today is the second part of the fourth video of my How to Play Chess for Beginners series, and it's about how to annotate a game. In the first part of this video, we learned how to notate a game. So basically, annotating a game is, well, you put symbols and stuff like that, and basically you put your perspective of the game using some sort of software or site or anything. So in this video, I'm just going to cover the symbols that you mainly use for annotating games. Let's start off with the symbols that signify move strengths. So this is the first symbol, this exclamation mark at the top, and its symbol means good move. So if in a game a good move is played, not particularly like brilliant, but a good move, then you give an exclamation mark. Now if a bad move is played, then you get a question mark. If a mistake, so mistakes are the opposites of good moves, so question mark is the opposite of an exclamation mark. And so mistake you put when a bad move has been played, not really bad, but a bad move. Now the third symbol for annotating a game we're going to look at is the interesting move symbol. So it is a question mark an exclamation mark followed by a question mark. And so basically interesting moves are moves that have new ideas basically to them and are a bit hard. It's hard to put this into words, but basically interesting moves are moves which have new ideas to them and yeah, I guess that's it about interesting moves. Yeah, and there which has a good idea to it, but it's not necessarily the best move or a good move. It is a good move, but it's not the best move. It's an interesting idea basically. Now the fourth symbol is the opposite of interesting move. It is inaccuracy or dubious move. So this is symboled by a question mark followed by an exclamation mark. And basically inaccuracies or dubious moves are moves that are a bit bad, like not very bad, like they don't lose the game immediately, but they're okay moves, a bit on the bad side. They're okay moves and they're a bit on the bad side. Yeah. Okay, now the fourth symbol is question mark. In other words, a blunder. So in a game, if a game losing blunder is played, a blunder basically means that a move which hangs mate or hangs a piece or something like that, so it loses the game immediately. So that's what a blunder is. Question mark. And now the last symbol for move strengths is the opposite of blunder. It is the brilliant move. Exclamation mark. And brilliant moves are basically the best move and they are not very obvious in a position. If at any time, if anyone's playing a game on chess.com, it's very rare that you get a brilliant move. It's very rare, even for like top GMs and people. It's very rare to get a brilliant move. Okay, that covers all the move strength annotations. Now let's go to the evaluation annotations. So first we'll look at equal position. Now And the symbol for an equal position in chess is the same as the symbol for an equal to in maths. It's an equal to symbol. So basically, if the position is equal, that means, well, the position is equal. Neither side has a very big advantage. And that's basically it. Okay, the second evaluation symbol is this. It can be written as plus, slash, slash, yes, slash and equals, or it can be written as plus, so a plus, and below that an equal sign. And this means that this symbol over here means that in a position in a game, white is slightly better. Okay, the third symbol is white is better. And you can write it as the same, a plus and then a slash and then a minus, or a plus upon a minus, a plus and below that a minus. And this is white is better, not white is winning or white is slightly better. It's in between the two. And now for white is winning, we have plus minus. This is written this way only, no other ways to write it. And basically it means that white is winning. Nothing else to say. Okay, now the fourth, fifth, and sixth, the fifth, sixth, and seventh symbols are basically the opposite of the second, third, and fourth symbols. Their black is slightly better, which is equals, slash, plus, or equals below that plus. Then for black is better, you have a minus, then a slash, and then a plus, or a minus and below that a plus. And for black is winning, you have a minus followed by a plus. Now there are two more symbols for evaluation of the position. The first one is for unclear. So if the position is unclear, it is unclear that who is better, or if it's an equal position, then you put the infinity sign, as you can see over here on top of my head. And then there is also this sign for compensation, which is equals, slash, infinity, or equals and below that infinity. And compensation is basically that means that you're down material, but you still have an advantage, or the position is still equal because your pieces are developed, or you have a big attack, or anything like that. Okay, I think those are all the evaluation symbols. Now, evaluation symbols for moves in particular. So let's start with this. It's sort of like an upside down D. Like a D is like this, but you flipped it upside down, so it's like this. And this upside down D signifies a better move. So this can only be done while annotating a game only. And this has to be in a variation. So like suppose if in a game some position was there and some move got played, but there was a better move, so while annotating you could put a variation in the game with the better move, and you would have put this symbol on it as it says here. Okay, then next is the this square symbol. It means the only move, and the only move basically is that, well, it's the only reasonable move in that. It's the only reasonable move in that position. Okay, then this third is the triangle, which means with the idea. So a move is played with the idea of another move, or it's preparing this other move. Then after that is the opposite of with the idea. it's also the opposite of the symbol. It's an upside down triangle, and it says countering, which means that you're able to successfully defend the idea that the other person has. And then the last symbol for a move is novelty. So this capital N. And novelty is basically a theoretical novelty. It means theoretical novelty. And theoretical novelties are in the opening. They're in the opening. And they are moves that have never been played before in the opening. In that opening. So there are completely new moves. And it's a good move. Not that you could play a blunder and just say, no, I've done a novelty. It's a good move. So that's the symbols for moves. Now let's go to positions. For positions. So this first one is this up arrow. And it means initiative. And initiative is basically, okay, it's hard to put this in words also. Initiative basically means that you have the ability to attack someone. You have the moves that can attack someone. Then next is attack, as you can see here. So attack means that your pieces are attacking one particular part of the board, and it's very hard to defend, and most of your pieces are aiming that way only. Then the third one is counterplay. It's with this sideways arrow and below that the other sideways arrow. And counterplay is that even though you have to defend, it's for the defending side. Even while you are defending, you get some attack of your own. Then the fourth symbol is there are two symbols for this actually. There is this circle with an arrow at the end or two up arrows, and both of them mean development. And development means that all of your pieces have been developed, or most of your pieces have been developed. Then the next symbol is this circle. It stands for space advantage, and space is basically how much squares you control on the board. How much squares your pieces control and how many squares your opponent's pieces control on the board. And if you have more squares controlled than your opponent, then it is said that you have a spatial advantage. Then the next symbol is this. That's not particularly the right symbol. The ends at the plus sign have to go all the way to the edge of the circle. But anyway, it stands for Zeitnot, which is the German for time trouble. And I think many of us have faced this before, time trouble, that there is a winning idea or a drawing idea, but you can't do that because you're in time trouble and you lose the game. You can't find the best move because you're in time trouble. And the last symbol I'm going to show you is the circle with a dot in it, which is called Zugzwang. Zugzwang is also a German word, which means that it is your turn to move and all your moves are bad. Literally all your moves are bad. You have no good moves. And those are all the symbols that you can use while annotating a game. Other than that, you can put text and arrows, and you can make variations as you saw over here. Wait, I'll just go here. A better move, as you can see here, and with the idea and countering. With countering and with the idea, you always need to put a variation next to it after that. For these two. Novelties and interesting moves are kind of the same, Only novelty. So every novelty is an interesting move, but not every interesting move is a novelty. You can say that. And I think that's all the symbols and tools that you can use for annotating a game. I'll see you in my next video about the three parts of the game. And till then, bye.